Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1.
Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports. Nothing but pure sports. This is the JP Show.
JP, it is so good to hear you back on the air.
Stand by. Now, here's JP.
All right, welcome into a Friday edition of the JP Peterson Show. Buccaneers camp day 3. It actually wasn't horribly hot today. But as you may see, and I know it's very bare bones as of right now, we are in the new studio. We are in the new studio at Kingmakers in beautiful South Tampa. We'll have much more information on Kingmakers as we go through the show. And next week, we've been moving studios, putting in 18-hour days. So not complaining, loving every minute of it. I love football practice. But, Timmy, as you know, setting up studios, it ain't easy work. It ain't ezy work.
It's not easy work, and it is not fast work either. It is tedious and arduous.
Yes.
And all of the us's that you can
all of the us's, to be sure. But none of y'all care about that because all you want to know about what happened at Bucs practice today, and we are here to give it to you. And that's why we moved our show to 12 to 2 so we could get to Bucs practice, get all the interviews. We got Bucky today. We got Antoine Winfield Jr. today, Tyke Smith. So I'll bring you kind of first glance at all that stuff as we go through the day here and hopefully bring you a little insight to what we saw today. Unfortunately, we can't film everything. So I got a little bit of video that we'll show you today. They only give us a certain amount of time where we can put stuff out and then tweet during practice. And I'm still getting kind of used to what the rules are because they change every year.
Yeah.
So we'll bring you everything that you need to know right now on the show. That's hopefully why you guys are tuning in every day from noon to 2. And I believe we have a poll, right, on the new show. Like if you guys on YouTube, if you go to our YouTube page, which you should know where that is, and like and subscribe, please do. We have a poll going on, do we change the live stream time from 10 to noon to noon to 2?
Yep.
So I'm kind of partial to 10 to noon. Tim's kind of partial to noon to 2, but it's more about what you guys want. So
yesterday we ran it. I forget how many voted yesterday, but it was 56 to 42 in favor of noon to 2.
So it's pretty close.
I posted it back up today, so it'll go as long as the stream goes today. So head over to YouTube and you can vote. And we'll do that.
You can put
for the next few days.
Thoughts in the comments too. So we'll put thoughts in the comments. And we're doing super chats too, which you can do on YouTube. So we'd love to, if you guys want to put your comment right to the top, and we'll talk about whatever topic you want to talk about. Go ahead, do that on YouTube. You can super chat us. We have a little QR code there in the lower left corner if you'd like to support the show and independent media and what we're in our reporting here, whatever we are able to do. Please feel free to do that as well. So thank you very much for supporting the show. And we have new sponsors coming on for the football season. Kingmakers is one of them, where we are today, which is a really cool private club. Where folks can come hang out. You can do business work here. It can be your kind of satellite office if you like it. Have a beautiful bar, a great area for watching games. We have a golf simulator right out that door, so you know what I'll be doing in the breaks, Timmy, working on my short game and my long game.
If we come back from break and you're not there, we're all going to know where you're at, and we'll just fight through it until you're done working on your chip
Text
shot.
me. We're back. Your driving's still going to suck.
What you need is a speaker out in the area out there so that you can hear the show and you can hear the commercials live, so you'll know when we're coming back.
That's a great idea.
That's what we do here. I've got speakers in the studio that go out. The building allows us to broadcast literally to the whole entire building.
Oh, nice.
Out in the hallways. So when people walk in the building, they hear this show and whatever we're doing live in the studio. They love it.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Maybe we'll put that in here. I don't know if they'll want that, but you never know.
Douglas Batista, hello, good morning to you. And no, I'm not feeling better from the flu.
Are you still dragging?
So, dude, I was going to text you last night and say I think I'm out because I was feeling I went to bed at 9:00 local time, which I never do that.
But you posted today. Look at you.
I did. Well, I felt better when I got up at 6 this morning, and then I was like, okay, and I just like loaded up on medication and crap, and I'm like, it's Friday. I can't miss a Friday show. We got to fight through it.
Because we fight through it.
Yeah.
Unlike the kids today.
I don't know what it's like.
Our interns are so soft.
Although I will tell you this, if the show had been the normal time, I'm not sure I could have made it.
Oh, well, there you go.
At 9:00 local time for me.
Well,
it's
there's
9
another
Central.
There's another positive right there. So,
although I did feel better when I got here and did a couple of shots of Jaeger, that did help.
Yeah, I don't think that's on the
Well, it feels good.
medication list right there. But hey, whatever works for you. Whatever works for you, partner. Absolutely. All right. So coming up on the show today, we got Bucky Irving chatted with the media today. We've got some clips from that. Antoine Winfield Jr. chatted today. Tyke Smith. Tyke's a man of few words. So we won't have a whole lot of clips from him, if any. He's a man of few words, but he's very impactful. Had a nice pass breakup today. Been playing very well. I'll give you kind of the themes for camp so far. Number one today was first and foremost the best offensive day so far of camp. The first 3 days, defense really kind of dominated, to be honest.
Right.
Lots of turnovers. Antoine Winfield had a couple of picks in day one, had another one yesterday. Today, there was a couple of Merriweather had a nice pick on a deep ball from Kyle Trask, trying to find Tez Johnson deep, and it was, kind of a bad read, just trying to throw it deep and get a big play in 2 minutes. And Merriweather came down with it. Who else had an interception today? Bryce Hall? Yeah, no, that was yesterday. So I'm going to go through all these notes. I write all this stuff down for you. But just overall, Baker Mayfield was fantastic today, especially with Egbuka. Egbuka was and is really the star of camp so far, I think. He has just really, in big situations too, because they do a lot of situational stuff. Second, third down, 2 minute, all this different stuff. It was 2 minute. Bowles sends a blitz.
Yeah.
They pick it up, and Baker just steps up in the pocket and just throws a freaking laser over the middle and hits Egbuka in stride. He's so good at catching the ball, tucking it away without breaking stride. The great ones in the league, they can do that. They just reach up and they snatch the ball, and it's second nature. It's just second nature. They have strong hands. They snatch the ball, they put it away, and they don't break stride. And that's what Egbuka does. And he makes athletic catches in doing so. And just watching the timing, blitz, Baker steps up, rifles the ball right over the middle, perfect spiral, boom, right in the hands, doesn't break stride, and he's gone. It's just, it's poetry. And Egbuka is just really good at that. And you can see it. And Bowles talked about it after practice today. The kid's a star, and that's why they took him in the first round. That's why, if you've seen the video from the draft, when I forget who was it that picked before him, but when they didn't say Egbuka, and they were just through the roof, because this guy is going to be a freaking star. If he's another Chris Godwin, which I think he can be,
or better.
You're talking about maybe even better. Much I think of Chris Godwin. And the first, what is he, 8-9 years in now? 8 or 9 years in. If you can get another 8-9 years of a player like that, that is just with the 20th overall pick. Gee, what a steal. What an absolute steal. And you remember after the draft, there were a lot of pundits that said, when talk about steals of the draft, a lot of people were saying Egbuka. And he is not disappointed. He is not disappointed one bit. Just can't say enough about that. The way he runs routes, Bowles talked about that today. It's just not the way he catches. But then I don't know if we have some video. We put a bunch of video up here. I'm not exactly sure what we have. So if you want to roll some of it, I'll VO it if you like, because I know we have Egbuka in there somewhere.
So what we've got, not all this has audio. You're talking about the Baker Mayfield, the passing drills here that we've got. We can certainly talk over some of this if you want.
There's Tez. Tez 83 is just he's another really good technical route runner. Just love watching him stop on a dime. Sterling Shepard, the old man, looks really spry. Looks like he's like, I know the numbers are kind of not favoring me because all these young receivers. There's J-Mac right there. Sterling's got some pop in his step. He really does. There he is again. Yeah, and he's having fun out there, man. He's chirping, having a good time. There's Tez again. Just his feet are just so quick. I love watching him run. I love the technical part of running routes. And there's J-Mac, so smooth. Another thing, Kyle Trask's arm looks better this year. Like
he's on the opposite end of the field right there, throwing the other direction.
Yeah, there's Cam Johnson, who walked off the field today. I think he wasn't limping or anything. I think it was just heat for him today.
Baker missed one right there too. Yeah,
that was Ryan Miller on a pass from Blasiak. is dirted it. So it's like, yeah, no good. Cade Otton, I think he's going to have a huge
he caught
year.
it. Oh my God, JP, he caught it.
Shut up. An interesting, speaking of tight ends, Tiula. I don't even know who this guy is. He's like the fifth string tight end, number 84.
Yeah.
They're going red zone. And it was like at the end of the 2-minute drill, they get down. Baker threw the laser to Egbuka, and then he threw another great in route to Mike right at about the 1 yard line. And Mike goes down and catch it, diving catch. Really great catch. So they had to run down and spike it with 1 second left. So they're lining up for the and it's so competitive. The guys are chirping back and forth. It's a really fun part of practice. So they got the clock going. The crowd was going bananas. So they're down on the 1 yard line, about to run a play, and defense calls timeout. I've never seen defense call timeout in practice in camp, but they call timeout. I'm like, who are they going to go to? Who are they going to go to? Run those play, and they got Mike was out there, Egbuka was out there, J Mac. And I think they even split out Rashad White. So they're 5 wide. The tight end, Taiola, 84. I got to look him up. My bad. And Baker went to him in the back of the end zone. And LD, Levante David went up and pushed him out of bounds. So we couldn't tell if it was a touchdown or not. But Bowles told us afterwards that, the defensive head coach ruled that he was out of bounds. So you take that for what it's worth. But going to him in that situation, I'm like, that was kind of interesting.
Nice.
So he's getting a little bit of run with the first team. So, this tight end crew is deep. No question about that.
All we need to do is find a star out of that tight end crew. I don't care who it is. We just need one. We need one guy to be the guy.
Cade Otton's a star. You look at his numbers when Godwin and Evans were down. He was averaging about 8 receptions a game. And he's doubled his yards after the catch in 2 years, or maybe tripled it. He's gotten so much bigger, better blocker. I know his drop passes are a little bit, I think 6 to 8 last year, somewhere in that number.
Yeah, he had 8 last year. Yeah.
Yeah, that's too many. That's too many.
For a tight end, for sure. Yeah, with the number of targets.
That's just way too many. So he's got to get better at that. But
all right. Well, let's watch it this year, and let's see.
We'll see what happens. Cade had a couple of really good plays in 11 on 11. Yaya Diaby, who had a couple of sacks yesterday, showed up again today in the run game and the pass game. This is year 3 for him. Last year was just in terms of sacks numbers, I think he had 4.5. It's just not good enough. With Hassan Reddick and Yaya and the inside guys, Vita Vea had another big practice today. He's just moving guards all over the place, knocked down a couple of passes. He's having a good camp, looks slimmer, looks fitter. I think he's going to have a big year at age 30. Tremendous. Trask to Sterling Shepard. As I said, 17, the old man is having a good year. Nice deep out. And Trask really has – I kind of want to go back and look at last year's camp and kind of compare his delivery. I think he's worked on his delivery because he's throwing with more velocity, more accuracy, and more spirals. The last first few years, he could throw a couple wobblers. I mean, they were semi-accurate, but they were this year he looks way more Baker-esque, like more velocity, more spiral. Baker throws such a perfect spiral almost every single time, and Trask did not. And he's worked on something. I need to ask him about that, but he definitely looks better, sharper, with more velocity. And he needs to. It's one of my weaknesses of this team is backup quarterback. I really, when you got a guy that just hasn't done it in this league and you have a roster this good, I think it's an issue. Cam Johnson, number 19, had another great day today. They got him in the jet sweep game, which they love. We saw that a little bit last year. He and Tez are kind of the same player, to be honest. So whoever wins that job, and I don't, we're too early to say who it's going to be, but Cam last year had a really good camp and they really liked him. And then he got hurt. So he kind of disappeared. So he and Tez are really kind of going at it this year, and I'll be interested to see. Cam's kind of a bigger guy. Tez obviously a little bit smaller, a little shiftier, but both really athletic and both having really good camps. Sean Tucker, who talks about the third string running back, right? But this kid, man, he just flashes every time he gets the ball. He just seems to find a crease. He's got such a quickness to the hole. I'm not gonna say he's Bucky-esque, but he's damn good. I mean, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last year against the Saints, 160 some yards.
Right.
He's got to be the best third string running back in this league. And I love the way he moves. He always impresses me. Mike doesn't usually play in team. Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Today he didn't just do individual work, and he had a day. And Baker was looking for him. He did a little kind of an out and up down the sideline. You look up, and he's 4 yards clear of. I think might have been Zion. Don't quote me on that. He's 4 yards clear of the corner. Just absolutely perfect ball in stride. And every year I come and I wait. Let's see if Mike still got it. Let's see if he still got this. Yeah. And a couple of years ago, he actually got faster. When Brady first got here, he became a better route runner. And then the next season got faster. And I watch him out there right now. He's as good as I've ever seen him. Like catching the football, discipline in his routes. Mike first got here. He was not a great route runner. Really didn't need to be. And I don't think anybody was really holding him accountable to it. Yeah. That stopped when Brady got here.
Like a lot of receivers in the league, by the way.
He was so good and had such a huge catch radius. He just never really needed to work on that technical part of his game. And now I think he's become a really good route runner. So I think he's as good as he's ever been. I mean, I hate to say that, but his last few seasons, I mean, he obviously got injured last year, but the season before when he had 13 touchdowns, I see zero drop off with this guy. So, and he had a great practice today. Chris Braswell went down with what looked like a ankle injury, but he walked off and actually came back into practice. Did I mention David Walker in the knee injury?
Yeah.
David Walker in team, and he was lining up with the first team, by the way, like right away, which was interesting coming off the left edge. I think it was because Reddick was out today. If I'm mistaken. Yeah, I think they gave him a rest day today. So 51, David Walker, 4th round pick, was in there. And I did a nice job on a couple of plays. He got some pressures, and then he went down with what looked like a bit of a left knee injury. He walked off the field, but I'll be interested to see what that is. I don't think it's ACL, but could be MCL, could be 6 to 8. I don't know. We'll see.
Could be anything.
Could be anything.
I have a question I have to interject here, JP.
Yes, sir.
Why are we giving guys rest days on day 3 of training camp?
Because they're old.
Because you're not even doing anything. I don't like that. I think it's unnecessary. You're not even really touching each other. These are basically walkthroughs, is what they're doing.
You know what? They're not, though. There's full contact out there. Like there's real contact going on out there.
It's day 3.
I know. The older play. Listen, the older players know their bodies, and I don't need to see those guys now. Reddick needs to obviously find some chemistry with his teammates. But this coaching staff does not seem worried in the least. They do not seem worried in the least that Reddick had missed some time. And
was he not even there? Reddick wasn't even on site today.
No, he was there. He was there today, but he wasn't doing team. In fact, I think he did individual.
All right. Well,
but I didn't
have
see
a
him,
problem with that. Okay.
I didn't see him do team. And again, I can't watch all of practice.
Yeah.
But when they were going 11 on 11, he wasn't out there.
Okay.
As far as I could see.
As long as he was there doing something, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying he was, he wasn't at the beach today.
All right.
It's not, he was just, I think, like Mike yesterday, he'll probably go team one day and then, just do individual the next.
Right.
Because, again, there was a couple plays where Mike went up for the ball and, feet got tangled up. Like, you don't want to see that, really, to be honest. But it's part of practice. So the less he's got to be out there doing that, the better. And I'm talking to Mike. How do you feel? You think you need some work with timing with Baker? We're 6 weeks out from opening day, right? We don't need to push these guys into more contact. So I'm okay with it. The older guys, younger guys need to figure it out. They need to figure out the speed and all that stuff. The older guys, nah. By the way, any questions you guys have, knock it up here in the comments. Tim, you as well.
Yep.
I don't just want to go on a long rant here, so break me up when you have questions about any of this. Let's talk about Shiloh Sanders, shall we? Shiloh.
Is there new Shiloh news, or are we just elaborating on yesterday?
No, there's news. Shiloh had a big pass breakup today. Really nice inside move. Got a PBU, and right in front of the crowd. And he went and played it up in front of the crowd. They love him, man. He is the most popular fourth string safety in the NFL. And then he stayed after practice and worked on stuff. And then they have all the autographs after practice.
Right,
so when we got done with interviews, Shiloh was still signing. I got a video here. I'll just do the old, just show it to you thing here. And the people are just going nuts. Look at this crowd sticking around for Shiloh. He's got his helmet on. There was this handler. He's like, Shiloh, we got to go, man. We got
the
two more.
Like,
he's like, 2 more. You and you. And then he just kept doing it. He just kept signing. Yeah.
The cops behind him like, come on, I got to go make sure your brother's not speeding.
Right. Nice. Yeah, there's the handlers. These people are bananas.
That's cool.
Shiloh.
Like I said, man, he's a guy you got to cheer for, right?
Yeah.
Just because of who he is.
Man. Yeah. Good stuff. I mean, he's just really enjoying this. Maybe because he knows he's not going to make the team.
I mean, as much as I'm cheering for the failure of Shiloh Sanders up in Cleveland, and I don't think I have to cheer hard because I think it's going to happen naturally, I am pulling for Shiloh Sanders to make this roster.
Well, I'm not pulling against Shador. I don't have any problem with Shador.
Don't like Shador.
It's an interesting story. I think Shador, I hope, I wish him all the success in the world. I don't have a problem with him. I really don't. I have the problem with the way the media treats him. Yeah. I have a problem with, they all jumping to conclusions about racism and all this other BS.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I have a problem with. I don't have any problem with Shador. It's the media that's the problem with Shador.
And I really don't have a problem with Shador himself. I think he's more of a product of his dad than anything.
Yeah.
And I
absolutely.
I want him to
I don't like the way they handled it.
Yeah.
I don't like the way they handled all the stuff and the interviews, and I'm not playing for this guy and I'm not playing for that guy. I don't like any of that. But I feel a lot like that with Shador. I think it was more his dad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah. But Shiloh, I mean, he could not be a more likable kid or young man. You just can't. He's just, and I'm pulling for him. Yeah. I don't think, you watch guys move. I tell you guys this all the time. That's why we like to go out to training camp. I don't think he's separating himself from any of the other guys. He looks like he's just a guy, but just a guy who's playing this league all the time. I don't think he's an exceptional player. I think he's good. He's obviously a good player because he's on an NFL team. I don't see him separating himself by making a lot of big plays, which is how safeties do it.
Yeah.
Safeties got to have that instinct. You got to know when to go and make plays on the ball. And we really, he did today and a nice pass breakup. So that's good. Which brings me to another point about the defensive backfield. And we'll hear this from Antoine Winfield. I asked him about it today. There is a palpable, tangible, audible difference in this secondary and about taking the ball away. They are so much more aggressive, and I love it. It's about freaking time. This group, and I don't know if I know it's an emphasis, and I think the coaching staff has to bear a lot of responsibility. We talk about Jamel Dean and all the play, and the great wide open and the pass defense last year was awful. It was 29th in the league. It was awful. And this year, it is much more aggressive. Much more aggressive. Guys are trying to make plays, going after balls, diving for balls, not playing it safe, not let them catch it, make the tackle, none of that shit. This is, we're going after the ball. And it is a definite difference you can see. The chatter. We talked about this from day one. I asked Bowles about this. Asked Antoine about it today. Absolutely. Much more communication in the secondary. And I asked Antoine about this today, and he said, we're obviously we're in the same, we know by now they're in the same room now, which I never understood. When I first heard, oh, we're in the same room now with the corners and safeties, I'm like, you weren't in the same room before?
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, is that standard practice for most teams? I guess. That seems ridiculous to me because coverages are so interdependent and hybrid. Positions are hybrid. Like that makes no sense. To me, secondary should be secondary, But so they're meeting together now, and there's no doubt, and there's so much more talking. And I used to, say this while going to watch a training camp. I'm like, this defense just doesn't. They're always talking about miscommunication during the season. I'm like, yeah, because they never talk. I remember we played. The way I was taught, or our teams were taught, was like you're constantly communicating with the other guy. I got him. You're doing it. They flip this. They flip that. You're calling out your assignments. Like you need to be. Because things change on the rip, right? As soon as they change formations, or a guy goes in motion, your responsibilities change. So you might as well make sure that the guy in front, the guy that you're switching with, knows exactly what you're doing. There's no reason not to say it out loud because the offense already knows what you're going to do. They've seen it on tape, but you just got to make sure that you are on the same page. And I think there's a definite audible difference this year. And it's like I said, it's about freaking time that they do that. All right. What else did we notice today?
What's the update on Riley Dixon? What's his punting average so far through 3 days of camp?
I have no idea, but I hope it's good. I completely tune out during special teams. Like I love football, but I don't love special teams practice. And it's not a thing. Really don't.
So is Shiloh on special teams practice right now?
Yeah,
too?
of course.
I mean, he should be
he's
there.
doing all special teams.
That's where he's if he makes the team, that's where it's going to be, right? On special teams. It's all pull for him for that at least.
Yeah, of course. I'm pulling for. I hope he makes the team. Yeah. I'm just telling you, when you look at the numbers, I think he's going to start on the practice squad, right. and then he can work his way in. Injuries, what have you. When you look at the numbers, I just don't know, how he's going to make the team. There's too many experienced guys ahead of him, and again, it's not just safety numbers. It's defensive back numbers because a lot of these guys are hybrids. They can play both. So if you can play both, there's a better chance of you, like Tyke Smith can play safety and corner. Obviously he's making the team, right. But Merriweather played really well, I thought, last year at the end of the year. So you've got some guys that can play a lot of different things. I don't think Shiloh can play corner, so that hurts him as well. But if he's really good on teams, that'll help him. Trey Palmer showed out again today. We've all kind of cut him from the team because of Cam Johnson and the numbers and Tez and maybe he's going to get traded. He's the odd man out. I tell you what, he's doing his thing. He's really made a lot of impressive catches so far and did again today. Couple of really good ones. Tyke Smith, I think we mentioned him with a pass breakup. And I note this. Oh, Rashad White. I told you this yesterday. Just watching him go, he has got a burst to him that I've not seen. He is 12 pounds, 13 pounds lighter. He has got a burst to him that I have not seen, and that's you could just tell that he's like, look, I love Bucky. He's my boy. We're best friends.
You want to watch the running backs here? We got running back film here. If you want.
See, let's show the sweet feet of these guys. Look, Bucky. He's going about half speed there. Yeah, that wasn't one of his better reps right there. But Rashad, Rashad just looks good.
How fluid he looks, right? He looks toned down too, man.
Yeah, he is. He's the
Tucker.
Tucker's got sweet feet too. Yeah, look at him. He's good.
Now, if I was running,
how the hell you wear those long pants and an undershirt at these practices, dude?
If I'm running that right there, look, I'm just going to do it smart. I'm just running over those. Just step over. You don't have to go around them.
It's not the drill.
Oh, that's why I don't.
That's another drill. That's another drill.
Dang it.
Yeah. They do. I have a couple of reps, and I'm going to get some of this video for you guys. And this weekend we have time to edit some of this stuff. Some reps where these guys are really going full out, and it's Like Bucky's so freaking fast. He's so quick. He's just ridiculously quick. And then the watching him run routes, this is a really good route running group in terms of the receivers. And they ask him to really just make some really hard cuts, and it's fun to watch. All right.
James agrees with my question too, by the way. Punting is an issue for the Bucs. Well, not anymore, because they upgraded with Riley Dixon. So hopefully it's not an issue anymore.
They would, I tell you what, that's one thing that Bowles was not okay with last year.
Oh my gosh. It was bad.
The punting was so bad. Like Kamara, I don't know what the hell happened to Kamara, and he's already been cut.
Yeah.
I think he went to the Giants or something.
Yeah, he's not on the roster right now.
I think we took him in the 6th round. In his rookie season, he just boomed him. How do you forget how to punt? Like you grow up,
have a wife and kids.
I guess.
And then you forget how to do everything, kind of like golfers. Their careers take a nosedive when they get girlfriends and kids.
Probably part of it. All right, let's take a break. We come back. I'm going to get right to comments. Comments coming up right now. So you have any questions, comments whatsoever about Buccaneers or anything, put them in here. If you want to super chat us, we'd love to take your money and say thank you very much and move you right to the top of the list. We're brought to you by the Jeeves Law Group, JEEVES lawgroup.com. Go to the website and you can contact them through there and get a free case evaluation. They are local, they are trusted, and they get results. Offices St. Pete and Tampa, not attorney spokesperson. And OnSiteConstructionFL.com. On-site construction and restoration. They are the folks that will get the job done. Whatever you guys got going on with your house in terms of restoration, if you want to do some additions as well. We talked to Jason Fawcett yesterday. In fact, we're going to play that at the end of the show today. And so if you're thinking about building, restoring, adding on, building a new home, we have some great information for you coming up at the end of the show. So stay with us for that. Back in 3. Although it may seem tempting to go without health care insurance, the financial risk far outweighs the gain you may experience. For example, did you know if you simply broke your leg, it could cost you nearly $7,500? Put on top of that a hospital stay, you could be looking at $10,000 to $15,000. Ensuring that you don't go uncovered is so important, as according to CNBC, high medical bills are the highest contributing factor to why Americans end up taking money out of their retirement savings, or worse, find themselves filing bankruptcy. So go to don'tgouncovered.com or call 800-669-1505. Now, depending on your income, you can get plans for zero premium. Our experts will guide you through the process effortlessly. They will shop many plans and find the one that's right for you. I called and I have full health coverage through Florida Blue for zero monthly premium. It's a free call. So why go uncovered? It's a huge risk. Go to don'tgouncovered.com or call 800-669-1505. That's 800-669-1505. Spring means a time of renewal and Rays baseball, and the folks at Italiano Insurance want to welcome the Rays to Tampa and remind you it's time to renew those insurance policies with the now famous Italiano Insurance Checkup. Let the experienced and friendly agents shop your policy for the best price and coverage. Famous for saving me over $1,000 on our auto insurance last year and over $500 on our homeowners. Now that's a grand slam. Might as well get a double play by adding flood insurance and business insurance to your portfolio. Costs less than you think, and trust me, you do not want to risk your home or personal wealth. That's a big whiff. So step up to the plate and call 813-877-7799 and chat with the all-star agents at Italiano Insurance. 813-877-7799 or go to ItalianoInsurance.com. Go Rays! JP here for Riveters, our new official sports bar and grill of the JP Peterson Show. And just like our show, no BS, no corporate chain feel, just amazing, authentic folks serving great comfort food in a casual atmosphere at unheard of prices. Riveters is located just south of Raymond James and Steinbrenner Field on Dale Mabry, walking distance to the park, so free parking, great place for pregame and postgame. Let's talk about fresh food. Nothing is frozen. Burgers, wings, prime rib, roasted fresh daily, never frozen. That makes a huge difference. The mahi, the salmon, also super fresh. All our sauces are original recipes made in-house. Our Warhawk chili and fully loaded potato soup is made fresh in-house. It's the best food anywhere, served by people who actually care. Riveters on Dale Mabry, just north of 275, just south of where the Bucs and Rays play. We'll see you there. Are you looking to renovate your home, rebuild after the hurricanes, or build your dream home from scratch? Well, let me tell you about my friend Jason Fawcett and On-Site Construction. They have over 1,450 satisfied clients, 25 years of experience, over 500 designs, and a talented team of over 40 construction professionals. They believe building something exceptional begins by truly focusing on all the details, even the smallest ones. We understand that construction can be a daunting process, and we're here to make it as smooth and stress-free as possible. Quality is non-negotiable at On-Site Construction. We use the finest materials, employ the most skilled tradespeople, and adhere to the highest industry standards to deliver a product we're proud of and that you're going to love. Our project management is meticulous with a focus on completing projects on time and on budget. Your happiness is our primary driver. So give us a call at 813-579-5789 or check out our incredible website at onsiteconstructionfl.com. Are you having legal issues with a business partner or other legal business issues? The attorneys at Walters, Levine, and DeGrave can help. Call 800-616-0384 for a free consultation. At Walters, Levine, and DeGrave, we've redefined what a law firm can be with top-tier attorneys, personal service, and 26 years of success. From business law to civil litigation, we deliver smart, client-focused solutions. Walters, Levine, and DeGrave recently won a $6.4 million jury verdict from a large real estate developer, and they can win for you too. Walters, Levine, and DeGrave. Let's solve it together. Not attorney spokesman. For a free consultation, call 800-616-0384 or go to walterslevine.com. Offices Tampa, Sarasota.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
All right, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show. Coming to you live from our new studio, Kingmakers, here in South Tampa. Telling you more about that as we go through. Great private club here, man cave. Awesome space. I'm gonna look forward to exploring the space, as my hero Will likes to say.
JP, I need to do something here right out of the break.
Sure.
As I'm getting texted from people, yes, on my personal number, who don't believe that I do Jaeger shots here in the studio. If you can imagine that.
Well, let's not disappoint the fans.
People who don't know me very well, clearly.
Yes.
I would like to offer up, out of our ice cold Jaeger machine, shot number 1.
That's impressive. The show is going to get so much
shot
better.
Number 2.
You have an ice cold Jaeger machine there? Oh, that last one got you.
Well, 2 in a row will get you right. Yeah, so I'll tell you what, coming out of the next break.
Oh, my God. It is Friday, after all.
Coming out of the next break, what I will do is I will hook up my phone camera to the StreamYard, and I will give a quick 30-second tour of the Dallas studio.
Oh, cool.
To show everybody our blue room up front. And
all right.
Yes, the Jaeger and the Kegger.
I have one of a little walk and talk here I could show the folks.
Good, yeah.
You could do that. So yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah,
we can do that, right?
Fun with it. It's Friday, man.
Yeah, it was at Riveters last night with the crew, the setup crew, all our great interns, intern Emily, Doug, and Danny helped me do all the moving yesterday. So big thanks to them. I took them to Riveters and we crushed some chicken wings. Then I had I had not had the chili yet. What is it? Wahoo chili, something like that. Really good. I'm a big chili fan. You like chili?
I love chili.
You a chili guy?
However, depends on what kind of chili you're talking about, because if you put beans in it, you cannot legally call it chili.
They have beans in it.
Then it's not.
I'm not
chili.
Anti-beans.
No, I'm not anti-beans.
I like
either.
my
It's just not
legumes.
chili.
You're not like legumes?
If it's beans, if there's beans in it, it's good. It's just a stew. It's not chili. It's bean stew. It's not chili.
It goes from chili to stew.
Yeah, because chili by definition does not have beans.
Okay.
So if
according to you,
according to
Riveters, our wonderful sponsor, it does, and it's really good.
All right,
it's really good.
I'll talk to them about that when I'm there.
I do a little extra sour cream with my chili. You like sour cream with the chili?
I don't. No, I don't do any of that. No.
Yeah, Yeah, and of course,
Hot
cheddar
sauce.
cheese on top, onions.
Cheese, onions, hot sauce. That's all you need.
Oh, it's really good. High
Maybe some
marks. Really
Fritos on a good day. Throw some Fritos.
Fritos, yes. Fritos and chili. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So
jalapeno cornbread is my go-to though. If jalapeno cornbread is available to me, that is my go-to.
Ooh,
and I'll go one step further, JP. A lot when I make chili at home, when I do my homemade chili, I do it in the big pot, right? And I'll cook it on the stove. And then I will make my jalapeno cornbread, my from scratch, my batch, and I'll put it in the pot on top of the chili, the batter, throw it in the oven and bake it on top of the chili in the pot. So that way when you pull it out, it's all cooked and crisp on top of the chili. When you dip your thing in there, your spoon in there to get it out, you get a whole clump of the cooked jalapeno.
Wait. So you put so you bake the actual cornbread on top of the chili. So like a French onion soup, except it's not cheese. It's wow. Dude, you're gonna have to for the office party this year. You're definitely gonna have to make that.
Oh, let's do it, man.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to make that. Anyway, head on over to Riveters. Tell them JP sent you. Love that place. You had a great time last night. All right, to the wonderful folks we have here commenting. Douglas Batista, good morning to you. Said, hello, gents. Tim, hope you're feeling better from the flu. I love the fam. The fam
getting there, man. I'm getting there.
Yeezy says, what about 11-1? I'm not a fan of 12-2 selfishly because I can't catch it live. Well, we got to make sure you see something live, Yeezy.
Yeah.
We haven't even thought about 11-1.
No, we haven't talked about that. I'll put that on the poll starting Monday.
Yeah, I think we could do that. But that's not going to help us at training camp. But I don't mind moving it at training camp just for a couple of weeks. I think
right.
That's cool. Stick with 10-2 says James, keeps me from watching First Take.
Hey, if you watch First Take, I can't help you, sir. That's your problem.
Timmy Tang, good morning to you. He says, yeah. Muslim Adam Sampler is an 11-1 guy.
All right.
Daniel Rivera says, good afternoon, gentlemen. JP, I've been to Kingmakers a few times, and I can tell you it's everything they say it is. I know one of the people there, Malik Rozier. Malik Rozier sounds like a NBA player. Is he playing? Bucks Basement said, I'd suggest you stick to your time because your user base also watches Jay and comes on at noon, I believe, on his YouTube channel. Jay who?
Who's Jay? Jay Schrader, former Raiders coach. Quarterback.
Adam Vatican Cherry says, hey, JP, it was great seeing you yesterday. Yes, great seeing you as well. Great crowd out there yesterday and today. Great crowd. Got some JP fans out there shouting me out. Love that. So if you see me, say hello. You want to take a picture? We'll do that too. Come on down. You can jump out of the stands just for a second to take a picture with your favorite broadcaster. That'd be me, right?
You see me.
Rick says, keep it 10-12. That's Chris Thomas's old time slot. Do you think you're better than Chris, you rat bastard?
Oh, wow.
No, we know we're not. But we do, as with the Petermans, we always like to do a nod to the great Gob, as he called himself, the great Gob. James says, $8 basement work around a time slot for Jay freaking Reacher. No, heck no. Tend to agree with James there. 10-12, statistically, more people are likely to listen live than 12-2. How do we know that?
Yeah, I'd like to know where you get your data from. Michael. No, we're not doubting you, Michael LaRue.
Right, but I would like to know. Yes, absolutely. We do not doubt, but we confirm.
Yeah.
Trust but verify, I think, is what Reagan said, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, the playback on demand will hit the streaming platforms earlier and give people more time to listen during the day. That's, Michael, you're dead. This is why I chose 10-12 in the first place. So you're spot on with that. As much as I love Tim, you will not drive this decision.
No, and I don't care. I honestly don't care where we go with it.
Yeah, you're up early. You're up early anyway.
I'm up at 6 a.m. Central every day. So
Mike H says, do Bucks have referees at training camp? Some teams do. Sony's Hawkeye cameras will be used to measure first downs this year. Love that. Get rid of the freaking chains. Good God. Are chains the most archaic thing in sports today in terms of game management? The chains? Like, other than anything else that's more archaic than that.
Other than just umpires in baseball in general, I think yes.
Yeah.
I think umpires in baseball are pretty archaic right now.
Yeah. Well, you got to have them for the bases. And
you do. But the reliance on them for the outcome of a game is ridiculous.
Yeah.
To me still.
Agreed. Agreed. They do not have referees out there this week, but they probably will next week. They don't do it at the beginning, probably when they get pads on. Yeah, they do it every year. So there's refs out, but there's not anyone out there this week. Pads come on Monday. So Saturday, another practice tomorrow, and then pads come on Monday. James says, Tim, Walk thoughts that Walker probably done for early part of the season.
David Walker.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know anything. He just, I watched the whole
Not
thing.
until they
Go down.
tell
He grabbed his left knee, was sitting on, no, right knee. Sorry, grabbed his right knee, was sitting down for probably a minute. Trainers helped him up. He walked off limping, but could put a little bit of weight on it. So in my vast experience of watching injuries in camp, and my complete 100% speculation, I'm going to call this one a MCL strain 6 to 8. That's my
yeah, and
my
you need him
speculation and guess.
You need his knees really, really healthy because his success in the NFL will be predicated on his ability to bull rush people. I think with his size.
Well, he's not a big guy. Dave Walker's not.
No, he's 6'1", 260, 260.
So he needs that outside leverage. So that's where you really need. You got to cut hard on those knees. So he needs that outside leverage. But he's stronger. He was throwing people around at the Senior Bowl. They're 60 pounds heavier than him. So he needs everything. When you're that small, frame wise, you need everything. And because he's not going to overpower you. Who was Dion? How was Dion at camp the other day? Jordan G asked. Did it go smooth or was he invasive? Not invasive at all. I mean, it was not the prime circus that it normally is. Not even close. It was him. He had two in his entourage. He was moving very slow. Sat in no fans.
You used the word frail yesterday when you were talking.
He looked
about
very
it.
frail.
When I saw video of it on TV later during the show, man, you weren't like his face looks all sunken in. He shaved the beard and just like does not look good, man.
No, and it's much more demonstrative in person than on video.
I'm sure, yeah,
because as I said the other day, I was reminiscing. I said 40 years ago. This month, Cub reporter John Peterson in Tallahassee, intern at Channel 27, was out getting video of freshman prime time 40 years ago. How about that?
It wasn't prime time yet.
Oh, yes, it was.
Was he as a freshman in college? He was already calling himself prime time? I thought that came with the Falcons.
No. In fact, I did one of the first national stories on it. Well, I shot it anyway. ESPN, I did a story for Channel 27, went out there and I orchestrated the whole thing. He was playing for the Yankees at the time. Yeah. Remember when he signed with the Yankees and he had money? Yeah. So he bought himself a convertible Chrysler and he put prime time on the front of it. I don't know if you remember this video. I shot that at Bert Reynolds Hall and I orchestrated the whole thing. I'm like, I want you to pull up in front of the hall, so I can get the prime time on it. And I had to do like 3 takes. So I get the prime time on it and then pop out the glasses, the chains, the whole aura. So we did that. I put music to it and this is a killer story. Did my little stand up in front of the car. I'm like, I'm going to be on ESPN. Woo. And I sent, they back in the day, we had 3/4 inch videotape. Put it and you FedEx it up to Bristol. And so we set it up there and, I'm like waiting for it to come on ESPN because we didn't have internet or email or anything. Right. Maybe we had email. I don't think so. So I'm calling the producer and like, hey, when's it going to air? He's like, oh, it's going to air. And I'm like telling all my friends to be on ESPN. They just ripped all the video, did their own voice. So we're not going to put some 20-year-old idiot on ESPN. No, sorry. I'm like, well, that's my video anyway. So disappointed. Oh, well. But yeah, so that's
is that still called on the Florida State campus? Is that building still called Bert Reynolds Hall?
No, they moved out of that. In fact,
does anybody know at Florida State know who the hell Bert Reynolds is anymore?
Yeah, at Florida State we do.
You think?
Yeah,
like kids now that are enrolled there, like freshmen or sophomores.
Yeah, everybody knows Bert. Yeah, because there's pictures of him all over.
All right.
all over the Moore Athletic Center. Yeah, he's a very integral part of Seminole football history. Absolutely.
Did I ever tell you about the time that Lee Corso walked away from the table on during an interview that I was helping conduct with him?
No. How the hell do you offend Lee Corso?
Because I had just found out right before that Bert Reynolds and Lee Corso were college roommates at Florida State.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that right before the interview when we were having Lee Corso on. I wasn't the only one in there. There's like 3 of us on the show.
Well, he didn't get mad about it.
Oh, he did when I asked him if he was jealous of Bert Reynolds because Bert Reynolds was able to pose in Playgirl. He goes,
that got him to that didn't
yeah, he reacted really weird to it. Like, why would you assume that I would say yes to, like, he went off on a moral tangent and like pour into me about the morality of posing in play. Why would you assume that I would do that? I'm not that kind of person. I would never expose my body. Like, he went off on a moral tangent about it, and I was just like, man, it was just a dumb question. I'm sorry.
No.
And he just walked up. He walked up and walked away.
Wow. Well, way to go. The only person on the planet that can offend Lee Corso.
Because he went posing Playgirl with Bert Reynolds.
Yeah. That was Bert Reynolds Hall. And that was where all the players stayed. That was probably one of the first players only dorms. He donated all the money to build the Bert Reynolds Hall. Yeah. Yeah. Did a lot.
Love Bert.
Spent a lot of time at Bert Reynolds Hall. I have friends that were football players, and that place was wild. Oh, I could tell you.
Is the building still there, or they tore the building down?
Yeah, no, it's still there. I think they're going to wreck it and rebuild because it's right across from the stadium. It's actually within about 100 yards of the new football-only facility.
Okay.
Which is going to open here in about a month and a half, I think. We showed you some video of that when we were up there this summer. So old Bert Reynolds Hall's coming down. Another great memory and terrible memory I have of Bert Reynolds Hall. I think I just started working at Channel 27 as an actual employee, and I get a call on a Saturday morning from my news director, and he's like, "Hey, I don't know if you heard the news, but Florida State football player Pablo Lopez got shot last night, shotgun death." I was like, "No," because I was out partying all night, and I'm freaking hungover as hell. Get this call at like 7:00 in the morning. I'm just like, "Ugh." He's like, "I need you to go over to Bert Reynolds Hall and get some interviews with the players." I'm like, "Okay, boss, I will do it." So I had to go get the camera, drive out, go back to Bert Reynolds, set up my camera while all these guys are in mourning their teammate, and some vulture journalist is sitting outside with a camera. Yeah. Like, I hated it. I was like, Jesus, like, this is the business. I'm not sure I want to do this.
But that's it, though.
But you got to do it. You got to do it. So I went and, talked to some of the guys, and I had great relationships with so many of them. And like, yo, bro, I effing hate to do this, but I need to get some interviews. And I said, can you, just in terms of, saying great things about Pablo and honoring his memory, I'm sure you would like to do that. Right. I know it's the time. I know it's so fresh. Like, how fresh. Yep. That was the part. Like, everybody wants to talk, but like, everybody was just finding out. And it was so tragic, and he was so beloved. Like, Pablo Lopez was like, he's a big, it would have been a long time NFLer, like, no question about it. He was like 6'7", 310, really, like, he was a great offensive lineman, and he would have been. I think this was just his freshman or sophomore year. Got in a fight, at a bar at a party. Yep. Some idiot got a gun, shot him, killed him. Like, horrible,
senseless. So
when I think of Bert Reynolds Hall, I think of those two stories: prime time and doing that with Pablo. It was
yikes,
not fun, fun, but and tragic. All right, a couple other things, cleaning up all the great comments here. He said, "I wasn't sure how hands off he would be as a guest at camp." Yeah, he went and talked to talking about Dion when he was at camp on Monday, our first day, and he said he just went and talked with Bowles before, like, when they're doing special teams and stuff. It's kind of like if there's guests at practice and they're stretching, that's when Bowles will mix with them and talk with them. So he had a conversation with Bowles for a little while. He didn't talk to the team, did not address the team as far as I know. I asked Levante David about it. Like, he's like, "Oh, I ran into Prime." Yeah, he goes, "Yeah, I just saw him." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm wearing your shoes." So he was wearing his primetime cleats. I guess he has his own cleats. And Prime was like, "Yeah, if you need any extra stuff, just let me know. I'll hook you up.
I'll charge you for it." appropriately.
No, Dion's very generous when giving away Nike stuff
Because he doesn't have to pay for it.
Right.
It's not his stuff to give away.
Now he was very. It was not the normal prime time. Here I am, give me all the attention type deal. There was no cameras around him. I mean, everybody got a picture of him and a shot of him as he walking by, but nobody was bothering him. It was not a circus at all.
Yeah.
Very, very different than every other time you see Prime. Michael LaRue says the Rays already traded the first pick for bullpen help. So do they double down and keep buying, or are they sellers now? I think they're stand patters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they buy or sell unless, some good. I don't have a problem with them selling because I don't think this team is World Series material, to be quite honest. I just think the bullpen is crap the bed. Either they're too tired or they're just not good enough.
Yeah.
You just can't win in the postseason without a really good bullpen, and they don't have it. But some guys could get healthy. Montgomery and Orsi, get them back. Fairbanks is not. I think Fairbanks is really, really good, but I don't think he's elite closer like you see a lot in postseason. Their offense is thin. When everybody's healthy, they can roll and really good. So I would think they're either slightly sell or just make minor moves. I don't think they're giving up any more first round picks for bullpen help. I don't see that happening.
Subtle tweaks is really all you can afford to do right now.
It's a good term. Subtle tweaks. I like that.
Yeah, because you're not going to win anything big, but at the same time, you've got some young talent you don't want to give up either to just sell the farm.
Right.
So I think just some very subtle little moves might be all that we're in store for here the rest of the
Agreed. James says, can't Shiloh make the practice squad? James, are you listening? I've said it about 10 times. I think
he asked that before you addressed it, though, probably. Because
come
for
on.
a while.
Yeah. I think absolutely he can make the practice squad, and he could make the 53. I think it's an uphill climb for him. I'm just giving you my best guess, but I think he's one of those guys that makes the practice squad and eventually works himself into, his injuries happen during the season and, get on the field. We shall see. Jimmy J. Voyager, with the new ownership coming in, do you know if they already have a stadium plan concept? Also, do they have a design firm picked yet? And are there internal stadium renderings already? I do know. And all I've been told is they have been actively working on the stadium plan. I don't know how detailed, to be quite honest with you, but I know that they've been actively working on a site, financing for it, how it gets done, and they have put a plan to the commissioner to say this is how we're going to do it, a framework, if you will. So they have a framework, they have an idea, and I think it's probably further along than anybody knows. But they have to be very careful politically in order to do that. You can't start counting your checks before they're cashed. So I think that publicly they're going to have to put on a face of we're still looking for the site, still don't know what the rendering, because they don't want to presuppose what it's going to look like and how much it's going to cost, because that'll tick off some politicos. Got it. In the end, a lot of this comes down to politics, unfortunately.
Right.
And we're at that point, which is good. We're at the point where they've got the money, they've got a plan, they're going to get ownership of the team. So all those things, once, as I've said a gazillion times, once Stu gets out of the way, you'll be shocked how easy this is. Shocked.
Yeah,
Did I say that?
Shocked.
Good point, Tim. Family ruined Spieth, Watson, Fowler, just to name a few. As he said earlier, about who were you talking about? That was like a half hour ago. I can't remember that far back.
I forgot who we were talking about.
You were talking about Camarda, I think. Kids get in the way.
Yeah, I forgot who we were talking about.
God, we're so
it's about to ruin Scotty Scheffler too. Just wait.
Kenny McClary. Yep, you watch. Kenny McClary says these Jaeger shots are sponsored by Tang. If it ain't Tang, you ain't smiling. For those of you who don't know, Tang was a orange drink.
Still is.
Devoured by the astronauts.
Yeah.
I think it was actually developed by NASA.
It was.
As freeze-dried liquid to give them vitamin C.
Powdered orange drink,
rich in vitamin C.
kind of like Kool-Aid.
Isn't Jaeger the third ingredient in NyQuil? Ask Rick. I think
Probably. I mean, I love NyQuil
Jaeger
too.
is NyQuil, to be quite honest. It's NyQuil with cocaine in it.
I mean, I love all of these things.
No, Christopher Cole, no update on Walker. Too soon. I gave you my 100% speculation guess based on just what I saw. Him on the ground, grasping his knee, in pain, not excruciating pain, not rolling around in the ground, ACL pain. So I'm saying it's not an ACL, maybe a strained MCL. So, but we'll see. I have no idea.
Yeah.
That's just a complete wild guess. I don't think it's an ACL though. More right runners that have the Dallas folks in studio to drink with you, Tim. Like, are you drinking alone?
Well, I am right now.
Maybe he would like to come join you.
I am right now. Normally during our evening shows that we have here, the golf show, the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show, sometimes when we do the fantasy show here, we will have some of the knuckleheads show up and party with us, watch TV. We also host, for those in the Dallas area, I know we have some listeners to the JP show here in the Dallas area.
We do.
During college football season, we have college football watching parties here in the studio.
Oh, wow.
Because we got the 72 TVs. We literally have every game on in 3 different rooms, and come out, bring your booze, bring your girl.
You have 72 TVs in that place?
No, it's what we call hyperbole in the radio business, okay. JP.
I don't know. You like your TVs.
You've been here before.
I know. I don't see 72. I saw like 20.
Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10. Pulling the curtain back.
Or 72. Rick asked this intriguing question. Bean stew or stew, S-T-U?
Oh.
Of course you would work that name into training camp.
Of course. Well, you can't say it much longer, so we got to get all the references in.
Well, we haven't heard from Stu at all, have we?
Chili cheese fries are good, Kenneth McClary.
I personally love chili cheese fries. Kenneth McClary. Yeah, the lovely Ashley loves her chili cheese fries. She's kind of a junk food queen. I don't know how she has a body like she does. All the crap that she eats. It is a modern miracle, honey, that you have that body with the crap that you eat. But God bless you.
I do like sour cream with my chili cheese fries with some onions, some chives.
Yes.
I like the melted cheese and the cheddar cheese, like the nacho cheese and the cheddar cheese. Some chili, some
loaded
onions, fries, jalapenos.
Loaded fries are better than nachos.
They're more filling for sure.
Like, I mean, when you get a good crispy, you get a good crispy fry.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I don't think I've mentioned this. The fries at Riveters.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that.
Fantastic. I had them for the first time the other day. I had not tried them before then because I always just eat wings because I love the wings so much.
Right.
The fries are insanely good because they hand cut everything. That's not this frozen fry shit. There's such a difference between hand cut, like fresh fries and like frozen fries. The taste difference is amazing. And the texture.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah. So you put those crisp fries and then you put the toppings right on top, the chili and the cheese. Oh, Lordy B.
You can't be skimpy on the cheese either, man. You need a good slab of cheese in every single bite of those things.
See, I told you Malik Rozier was a quarterback.
You said he was an NBA player.
All right. Same thing. At the University of Miami.
Well, I mean, if you're talking Charlie Ward, it is the same thing.
That's right. We got to get Charlie on the show. You know, he's the new head coach at FAMU.
Yep.
How about that? Got to get Charlie on the show. Charlie, though, is without question one of the most chill people you'll ever meet. Like, I'm not sure, Charlie, and it's so funny. Back in the day, Charlie was roommates with Work Done. How about that? How about the quickness in that place? They can make dinner in like 2 seconds. Yeah. But those are the two of the quietest people you will ever meet in your life. I'd sit down and we put our camera down in the Moore Center and the players would walk in and we just grab them. And Charlie would come over and it's like, I'm trying to do a hype video for the FSU Miami game. And I'm like, Charlie, like it's going to be 80,000 screaming lunatics in the Orange Bowl. Like it's going to be bananas. And you're going to probably have 45,000 FSU fans, 40,000 Miami fans. I mean, it's the best players, 1 versus 2. Like, this is going to be crazy. Charlie, what do you think? Yeah. It's cool. It should be fun. Yeah, it'd be fun. I'm like, it's not the soundbite I was looking for, pal. It was not.
Right.
Let me go get a linebacker. Let me go get somebody else. And Warwick would say the same thing. They're a good team, and we're a good team, and I think it's going to be a good game. And then they go out and do their thing. That was a great team. That was an unbelievable. That 93 team. Woo. He's good. That guy.
That was national championship team, right? 93. He won the
Bobby's
Heisman
first
that year.
Bobby's first, yeah.
He won all the awards. Didn't he win? I mean, he won the Heisman, the Maxwell, the Camp. Like, he won all the awards that year, didn't he, in football?
That's it. It's like a JP old story day. Yeah. So I went. I talked my news director in Tallahassee into following Charlie, like on his trip. Except nobody was saying, "Hey, why don't you fly on the team plane with the university jet with us as you go?" So I think I drove down to Disney. This is when they do the all the awards at Disney.
Yeah,
Fowler was there, and I think was it Herb Street there, or was it? I think it was Craig James back in the day. That group,
James, yeah.
But Fowler was there, Craig James. So that whole group, Corso, and then so we did the story down there in Orlando. Went to the local affiliate. Then I jumped on a plane and flew to New York to and just by myself. I was one man banding it, and went to the Downtown Athletic Club, like the old Downtown Athletic Club. God, it was such a cool experience. It was such a cool experience. There was in this room where literally there's about 40 people. It's not in the room that they do it in now. It's a whole different thing. There was like 40 people in this room. It was a very small room where they did the whole thing. And I had my camera there and followed Charlie everywhere. Oh God, it was crazy. And then I got a picture with him in the Heisman Trophy right after. It was like one of my favorite pictures ever. And he's just such a good dude and just the most, laid back, soft-spoken guy ever. So George Rogers was I think the 1980 winner. Remember George, South Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm checking into the Downtown Athletic Club. This is one of my favorite stories. I'm sorry if you guys have heard this before. And there's like a little bit of a line to get in, and it's kind of like it's a small hotel there that they have there as well. Everything is very old. So I'm checking in. I'm waiting in line, and George comes in, and he's got two of the skankiest hookers you've ever seen on his arm. And he's wearing this big fur coat, and he's just reeks of liquor. Like, just absolutely reeks of liquor.
I call that a Tuesday, JP.
He's just got the sunglasses on, like just the whole thing going on. He looks like who was that pimp in Starsky and Hutch? Shaggy, what was his name?
Oh, Huggy Bear.
Huggy Bear. Yeah, he looks like Huggy Bear. And he just walks right in front of me, and he's like, "Hey, George Rogers, checking in." And he's like, and the lady's like, "Oh, welcome back, Mr. Rogers," because they welcome all the alumni back, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, you got my room ready?" He's like, "Oh yes, Mr. Rogers, we have your room ready for you." He goes, "Hey, you don't mind if I write a check for some cash, do you?"
Oh my God.
Yes, Mr. Rogers. How much would you like? He goes, can I get 5,000? They're like, absolutely, sure, whatever.
Wow.
Let's make it 6. So he writes a check for 6, and they hand him $6,000 cash. I'm watching this whole thing go down, and I'm like, "Whoa!" And then he walks away. Thank you. He goes up to, "I got some bags," and he goes, "Yeah, we'll get your bags." So I'm just like, I'm next in line.
Crap.
And the two nice ladies behind it later, and they're like, I'm just like, that check's probably not gonna cash, is it? And they're like, no,
Probably not gonna make it.
Every year, they're like, welcome back, Mr. Rogers.
Oh man.
Now, by the way, he completely cleaned up his life and became a minister in South Carolina, and did incredible good works in his life. But I will never forget that, never forget that story. And that was something else. So it's story day with JP. I hope you guys are enjoying
man.
some of these old stories and my haunts from back in the day. But it started with Charlie Ward, one of the greatest people of all time.
Charlie Ward still, I think, doesn't he still hold like the assists and steals record at FSU?
Yes, he does. Yeah. Yeah. I got great Charlie Ward stories. We won't bore you with any more of those. All right. Wait, we got breaking news. Oh, this is interesting. Breaking news from Daniel Rivera via Brett McMurphy, our good friend Brett. Michigan will open the 2026 season in Frankfurt, Germany versus Western Michigan. How about that? The Germans love their football, man. And they got some great stadium. Remember when the Bucs went over there?
Yeah.
That was crazy. Yeah. So they're doing games in Germany. This will be the first college game in Germany.
I don't know why we have to do this.
Interesting. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back on the other side. We got some great audio to share with you from Bucky Irving and Antoine Winfield Jr. We are brought to you by the Gold and Diamond Source. Gold is at an all-time high, folks. If you have any old gold doubloons, old Guido chains, whatever you got, bring them to the Gold and Diamond Source, and they will pay you cash money, or they'll give you money to shop and discounts even more in-house at Gold and Diamond Source. So head on over there, 3800 Olmerton Road. Great folks, and they have a great men's department that they've enlarged over the years, so you can get baller watches, pendants, chains, whatever you like for you dudes. They got that right there, and a great staff. Gold and Diamond Source, right across the bridge from Tampa, about 20 minutes away. Back in 3. Hey, JP here for my concierge medical professional, Chris Lugo, PA. You've heard him on the show for a couple of years where he shares invaluable medical, nutritional, and supplement advice. With Chris, it's like having a medical provider as your best friend. What I love about this concierge service is the convenience and support he offers. I can text or call him 24/7 with any questions or concerns, and he'll promptly call in a prescription if needed. No office visits or copays required. It gives me peace of mind knowing I have someone genuinely invested in my health, not just focused on insurance profits. And the best part, the Bay Area Modern Medical Center's personal concierge service is more affordable than you might think. Don't let insurance companies dictate your health care. Take control of your health and wellness today. Visit BAMMC.com for more information and to schedule your initial free consultation. Empower yourself and take charge of your personal health with BAMMC.com. Hey, JP here for the Gold and Diamond Source. And you know I'm always trying to find ways to save you money or make you money. Well, here's a great idea from Julie and Steve Weintraub at the Gold and Diamond Source. Gold is at an all-time high, so if you bring in your old jewelry, Steve and Julie will buy it off you and offer you the highest trade-in values of the year. It's the perfect time to upgrade what you're not wearing into something you'll never want to take off. So take advantage of that right now. The custom engagement rings to birthstones, tennis bracelets, diamond studs, whatever's on your wish list, the Gold and Diamond Source can make it happen. And did you know they also have the largest selection of any men's jewelry in the area? A great new section there. Check that out. They have free services like free settings, free cleanings, free appraisals, all that stuff right there at the Gold and Diamond Source. Family owned and trusted for over 40 years. Great folks over there. We love promoting these great local companies. None better than the Gold and Diamond Source. 3800 Olmerton Road, always online at thegoldendiamondsource.com. JP here for the Jeeves Law Group and my man, Scott Jeeves. If you're going to hire an attorney, do you want some guy looking for a quick settlement and a quick buck, or do you want an attorney with some chops? Scott is a board-certified civil trial lawyer and a certified circuit court mediator. Been practicing in the Tampa Bay area for over 30 years. He is a peer-reviewed AV preeminent rated civil trial lawyer. They just don't hand out those classifications. He's been the lead class action counsel on many complex consumer protection cases and has handled hundreds of serious personal injury cases. He's dedicated his career to protecting injured victims and is committed to vigorously representing you. We're local, we're trusted, and we get results. Personal injury and personal attention. Call for a free case evaluation. That's 888-9-JEEVES. That's 888-9-JEEVES. The Jeeves Law Group. Summer is coming. Do not get caught with your unit unprepared. your AC unit, of course. The awesome folks at Third Generation Plumbing and AC have a special going on right now. You get a free 1-year maintenance package with any purchase of a new unit. They have special 60-month financing as well, so you don't need a huge chunk up front. Third Generation has an impeccable reputation built over 30 years of doing business. They do plumbing, AC, mechanical work, anything you need around the house. They are trusted folks. Go to the website and read the 5-star reviews. Deidre said, great company that always arrives timely. We have used them for our AC both in home and business and have been very happy. The staff is knowledgeable and professional. I would recommend Third Generation again and again. So give Third Generation a call at 813-961-8024 or go to thirdgenerationplumbing.com.
Ciao, Paolo Tini here, owner of Caffè Paradiso, voted number 3 People's Choice Award on Open Table. I want to thank all our loyal family of customers that have been enjoying our great traditional Italian dishes we make from scratch every day. It's a great family story we're proud of. Our family moved from Rimini, Italy in 1984. My dad, Caesar, started Donatello, and that's where I got the start in the restaurant business. I started Caffè Paradiso on South McDill in 1995, and we've been there ever since. From our traditional ossobuco, a veal slow roast for 4 hours, to our daily fresh catch, the Gruppo Paradiso, with a piccata sauce and lobster claw meat, homemade pasta like lasagna, farfalle salchicha, which is a bow tie pasta homemade with fresh sausage. Hold on a minute, JP's favorite.
I love it.
So come and have a glass of wine with me on South McDill. Get a reservation on Open Table and see all our 5-star reviews. Ciao, see you soon at Paradiso.
Let's go.
Right now. Back to the show on FanStream Sports.
All right, welcome back. Thought you mid-snack, bro.
There it is.
I haven't eaten. I didn't.
It's not Jaeger.
That's the first thing I've eaten today. You ever wake up, like your alarm doesn't go off and you wake up in complete panic?
Oh, yeah.
That was me this morning.
Yikes.
I set it for 7:30 p.m.
Instead of AM.
You dumbass.
Yeah, that happens.
So, but we got there on time. We got.
That's why if you use 24-hour time, you never make that mistake.
Smart. Never thought of that. How about that?
Notice I didn't call it military time because it's not. It's simply 24-hour time. The military didn't start using that until like the 30s or 40s. So
yeah,
a lot of people call it military time, but it's really not.
I do call it military time.
Yeah,
because that's what they do.
Yeah.
All right. Big thanks to the great folks at Third Generation Plumbing. If you have any AC or plumbing issues, they are the folks to talk to. John Rodriguez, good friend of the program. We love him. So please use his AC and plumbing services. In fact, anything mechanical around the house that you need to get done, they can get her done. thirdgenerationplumbing.com. Great folks over there. 5-star reviews. Customers love them. Absolutely love them. They do great work. They did some great work at our last studio. Called them up. They were there in like 30 minutes. Got the job done.
I remember that after JP clogged the toilet.
That is absolutely 100% correct.
Remember it well.
And for some reason, it got hot too. I don't know.
Oh, it did. Yeah.
You know, we broke the air conditioner.
Broke everything.
Well, I'm a powerful man. So thirdgenerationplumbing.com is the way to go. By the way, big thanks to David Kahn at Bespoke & Company. He is the clothier to the stars. Made me a great suit for my Sports Club of Tampa Bay MC gig this year. As custom suits. Have you ever had a custom suit, Timmy?
Yes. So there was a time in my early to mid 20s where all I did was wear suits every day.
Right.
And I did not wear one that was not custom made. We had a Brooks Brothers store at the Galleria here in Dallas that made my suits, my shirts, I custom made my belts, everything monogrammed. There is nothing like a custom made suit on your body. It is incredible.
It's a game changer. It's a game changer. No, if you've never had one done. Yeah. So, he does a lot of the stars, Rondé, Vassie, Cooper, does a lot of that. And so if you're into really nice suits, and there's all different price points, by the way, you don't have to spend a ton, but just getting a good value custom suit, it doesn't cost that much more than a regular one, honestly.
It really
But,
does.
David was out. He's a big Bucs fan. He was out so we chatted a lot today. So we're going to bring him in studio. He does a fashion show every year and gets a bunch of Bucs players to come on and do it. So he said he'll bring the players in. And you guys like to talk about clothes, men's clothes. I mean, are you into that? Because a lot of guys are. Like,
I love it.
I
literally wear the same thing.
I'm not a big clothes guy, but I love my custom suits from Bespoke and Company.
Yep.
Really cool stuff.
And I know when I was having mine custom made, when I picked my shirts, I mean, you would go to every detail was what you want. Like you would pick your collar, how it was pointed, where it was pointed, how deep it was, how tall it was, your cuffs, even if they were the French cuffs, how long it was, how far the flare came out from the cuffs. Like
you were a double-breasted guy, weren't you?
Oh,
double-breasted.
Yeah. Oh, in the 90s? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Vest and double-breast. Yeah, I did a little bit of that. A little amount.
Absolutely.
Never been my jam though. Not a
JP,
big.
I went so far as for a couple of years, I even carried a pocket watch in my vest.
See, I believe that. You look like a pocket watch kind of guy.
Absolutely.
Pocket square, pocket watch.
Yep.
That's you.
Absolutely.
Definitely not me. All right. You want to hear from Bucky? The potluck Bucky sound.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this is about, but it's just fun to listen to Bucky. Let's do that. Potluck Bucky sound from today.
Pretty much say the difference is just being able to know what to expect. Like when you come in here as a rookie, your head spinning everywhere.
Rookie versus year two.
You're trying to figure things out, learn from the older guys in front of you. But I'm still leaning on the guys in my room, Sean, Rashad, all them guys. We leaning on one another. Just keep getting better each and every day. Not taking this game for granted. And just go out there and compete hard each and every day.
Best running back room in the league. Can I say that?
Oh, yeah, without question. Who's close?
Who's Derrick Henry's backup? They got a good room. The Ravens got a good room.
Gus Edwards. Not Gus Johnson, definitely. Gus Edwards, maybe.
Colorado.
I think Gus Edwards is going back after a 1 year stint back in with the Chargers.
Yeah, definitely not the Cowboys. It's
Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell's in Baltimore too. He's not bad.
Yeah. Potluck Bucky number 2.
I mean, we've been doing that for a while now. Today actually.
This is good. Hold on. So he goes in and meets with 86-year-old Tom Moore at the beginning of the day at 5:30 in the morning. 5:30 in the morning.
I can't believe
they
Tom
do
Moore's
a meeting
alive still.
Yeah. So isn't that crazy? Like this young guy, they just love. So this is him talking about him and Tom Moore just hanging out.
5:28. He told me if I'm getting a little close to being late, I gotta get him a steak. So I gotta get up a little more early. I can't be pushing that time. But that relationship is great, man. He's been around some great players, so just being able to get that feedback on what pushed them guys. Because one day I want to be one of them greats that played this game and leave my legacy. But just being able to get that information back from the guys that he's been around is a blessing.
When you guys talk, is it strictly ball, or are you guys?
Nah, sometimes I just go up there and check on him, make sure he's doing good. He always got the film going, or he's drawing some plays because he said that's what make him happy.
What kind of stuff do you guys have in common?
We both love football.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? I mean, I did not know that. Very interesting stuff. More potluck Bucky. Here we go.
Being able to stay in Tampa and train, stay in the heat, but just being able to be around your guys and know what we're working for, just being able to work together, that's always a blessing. But just being able to attack each and every day, every morning, we know that we can't just sit around and not work. Once you work in the dark, good things come to the light. But just being able to go to work with them guys each and every day, knowing that when we go out there and train on just a weekday, knowing when we come back in this building, it's time to go.
That's him talking about staying in town during the summer and working out together. A lot of these guys do that. And that's not the norm. Most NFL towns, guys go home in the off season. They have second homes, or they'll go work out, at certain places. They'll take a couple of weeks and go, like Vita Vea will go work with Ndamukong Suh in Seattle, I believe it is. So a lot of guys will leave town, but most of the Buccaneers will stay together for most of the off season because, where else would you like to be? And during the winter, first of all, is in Tampa Bay. It's easier to work outside. They got all the facility. The facility here is just second to none. It's absolutely beautiful, and they treat the players. You know, those yearly surveys that come out, and the Bucs get like a bad marks for ownership or whatever. That's such BS. I don't know where the hell they get all that, because these players get everything they want, and the fact that they stick around, they don't leave the organization is is the biggest endorsement right that. If it was so bad around here, don't you think guys would be, instead they're sticking around, taking less money to play here? Yeah. How bad can it be?
Should say something.
Oh, they don't pay for childcare.
Yeah,
Paying you $5 million a year, get your own goddamn childcare.
Exactly.
That's crazy to me. Like, people are like, oh, they don't even pay for childcare. I'm like, why should they?
It just shows how much of a non-story those things are that become stories. Like, makes no sense.
I just, like, I know players want everything for free. I mean, who doesn't? But if someone doesn't pay for it, I'm not complaining. I'm making gazillions of dollars a year. Good God. You know, they should be paying for the health care of the fans. How about that? It's incredibly bad. All right. Antoine Winfield Jr., potluck.
Hot one, but y'all know that it's so hot out here. Don't make no sense.
It is hot.
Yeah.
Beginning of training camp, how you feeling coming off the injuries?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Body feels good, flying around and just having fun. You know, it's just about coming out here, you know, putting the work in and having fun with it.
He does have fun with it. The energy from this guy is unbelievable. After practice, shows up in bare feet today too.
I just got to continue to build off that and try to make at least one splash play a day. Because I know, you know, when it comes game time, that's what I'm going to be trying to do the whole time. So you got to just continue making those splash plays.
He's had a great camp start. Fantastic. 2 interceptions day one. It's all over the place. It's me asking about the changes in the secondary.
Yeah, 100%. We're in the same room now, so we're able to have, you know, better communication that way. And like you said, Bryce has been balling. He's a comeback merchant. I mean, he had probably like 2 pick sixes already, so he's been doing a great job. The rookies are great too. You know, they're picking up the system still. But it's just about bringing them along and just carrying them and just letting them know, like, you know, you got to put that work in. I know it's hot out here, but make sure you hydrate. But they've been doing a great job coming out here and executing everything.
So, yeah, that was me asking a couple questions there about the communication. And he's like, yeah, we're in the same room now. We're chirping a lot more out there. I think it's a huge difference. I talked about it earlier in the show. Don't want to be too repetitive here, but for some that are just joining, it's audible. It's palpable. You can see it. You can feel it. It's there. And it's going to help them tremendously. I expect a tremendous, like they had 7 interceptions last year. I'm going to go 16. I'm calling 16 picks this year.
Wow.
How about that? What was the high last year?
That would be a drastic improvement.
What was the high last year? What was the midpoint for NFL teams last year? I'd be interested to know. I know the Bucs, you know, they're in 2000, their first Super Bowl year, they had 36. If I'm not mistaken, 36 interceptions. That's a lot. That's a lot. But I think the Bucs were dead last year in interceptions.
Last year. Come on.
Well, you look that up. Here's Potluck Winfield, cut 2.
That's a good one. I think we're more hungrier this year, I would say. And every year you obviously want to come in hungry, but we know we're so close to, you know, putting everything together. And I think it's really like setting the standard and like early, like, you know, we can do this. Like we have all the tools that we need. It's just about putting everything together at the right time and staying healthy and things like that. So I think we're just hungry this year, I would say.
So that's kind of the question I've been asking a lot of the guys. Where's the mindset right now? Mm-hmm. And you can really hear it from the leaders. And this is not a group that's, you know, going to make boisterous comments or boisterous predictions. They're just not that way. But they are very supremely confident in their abilities. I mean, you heard Levante David say, you know, they feel like they're an elite team. You heard, you know, Baker Mayfield yesterday say, yeah, we want to be among the elite and just dominate, not try to scratch our way into the playoffs, but dominate from the beginning of the season and not let it come down to the last couple days, a couple weeks to get into the playoffs. So they feel like, and they all feel like they left a lot on the table last year. And Baker yesterday used the word killers.
Yeah.
Killers. And I think that's where they got to be. Not like, don't go into games like, man, I hope we win. I think we're going to win. It's like, no, let's dominate. Let's dominate this team. Let's put up 40, take the ball away 3 times and kick that ass. And I think they feel like they have the, and this, I've seen a lot of championship teams, I've covered a lot of them in my day. And you get this feeling of there's chemistry. They all have great chemistry and, kind of chicken and the egg winning chemistry, but they all like each other. They have great chemistry, but they can do so many different things. They can beat you so many different ways. And they have a great blend of veteran leadership and young talent. That's another thing you see in championship teams. You got the really good veterans that know how to make the big plays at the moments, to play their biggest at the moments. They don't shy away from the moments, the Rondé Barbers, the Derek Brookses of the world, and then but they got a young core that's scrappy. And, that team had Dwight Smith and Dexter Jackson and, a lot of some young, real good, spirited young guys. So you have to have that mix. And this team definitely has that mix. It's got a lot of good young talent, the Bucky Irvings, but you got, the Mike Evans and the Chris Godwins and Antoine Winfield, guys that have won Super Bowls. I mean, you got a core of guys here that have won a Super Bowl. So that's why I think they're so confident. They know what it takes. And when you know what it takes, and then you look around, you're like, yeah, we got that. We got that. I mean, obviously one of the biggest differences from that, the Brady championship was Tom Brady.
Right.
Baker Mayfield is not Tom Brady. Duh. But he has a lot of the qualities that Brady had. The most important of, he's not afraid in the moment in the fourth quarter to lead you back. And guys have confidence that he can do that. You saw it again today in the 2-minute drill. Dude just ripped a couple of throws over the middle with no fear, right on the money, big plays. One to Egbuka, one to Mike Evans. And then you're right on the door. And, I thought he threw a great ball to Tayula, that new tight end. LD pushed him out at the back of the end zone, whatever. It was a great drive. They got that guy. And it all comes down to the defense. It's Winfield said it, it's them. And he's such a big key. For him to come back and start taking the ball away and lead this aggression and lead this defensive backfield is such a huge key. Such a huge key.
JP, last year, the Vikings led the league with 24 interceptions.
24.
Buccaneers had 7. They were not last. The Commanders and Jets and Patriots also had 7. Jags had 6. Giants had 5. Browns had 4.
Interesting. Yeah. So I think they can get to 16.
Yeah.
16. I'm sticking with that. And that's what a huge difference that can make. I mean, it can win. That's difference of 3 wins right there.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
All right. One more potluck sound with Antoine Winfield Jr.
Right now.
I'm just having fun. It's football for me, man. This is a child's game that we get to play at this level, and we get to have fun and play football. So if I have energy, it's because I just love doing what I do.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, you're done. He jumps out of the golf cart in bare feet. Still got his stuff on, but he's bare. I think he likes to, people do that grounding thing.
Yeah.
Where you put, I love walking in my bare feet.
Yeah.
On grass. I've always wondered, like, why does that feel so good? And then you read about this grounding thing.
Yeah.
It like gets your energy back. It renews your energy with the earth. I'm into those earthy things. I think that's what he was doing. I think he likes that. I was going to ask him about that, but it was a little weird to do.
What if he's going to start maybe play barefoot?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like a kicker?
I don't think so. Tony Franklin.
Whatever happened to the barefoot kicker? I did an article on that probably 5 years ago.
Did you now?
Yeah, and the explanation that why nobody does it or why they did it back then was because they did not make shoes for kickers.
Right.
And most, or not most, but some guys felt
regular cleats.
They felt better kicking with the bare foot. They got a better feel for the ball and the connection with the ball. So because they didn't make kicking shoes. Well, now every brand makes kicking shoes, so that's not a thing anymore. And guys have several to choose from, So that's kind of why you don't see barefoot kickers anymore. But man, as a kid in the 70s, I was infatuated with barefoot kickers, watching them up in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Off the carpet at Arrowhead when it's 10 degrees outside. And I'm like,
Tony Franklin was the most
up in Philly. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like the most famous, best barefoot kicker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they started going with the soccer shoe.
Right.
And then remember Tom Dempsey's block? The dude,
he only had half of a foot and half of an arm.
He only had his foot amputated and and half an arm. Right.
Yeah.
So, and he held the longest field goal record
63 yards. Yeah.
For 30 years, 40 years.
A lot longer. Yeah. It was until, it was just broken 10 years ago, maybe.
Yeah. He had a special shoe footed that was half a foot and had a big block on the end of it.
And he was not a soccer style kicker. He was a straight on guy. Straight on. So he had a club on the end of his foot. Yep.
He just, smart. Yeah, that was crazy.
Crazy, man.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back on the other side and I'll get to all of your comments. Donald Trump sticks his nose into the NIL business of college sports. We'll talk about that. LeBron James is suing people.
Because he's pregnant.
How's that for a tease? And we love Cafe Paradiso. If you are looking for a great meal this weekend, get a reservation at Cafe Paradiso tonight. Be a great vibe around the bar at Cafe Paradiso tonight. Oh, although last time I was there, some lady told Scotty Fitz to use his inside voice.
I get that a lot too.
Do you really? It's a vibe. It's a vibe. So we'll have a glass of wine at the bar at Cafe Paradiso tonight. Order up some lasagna as an appetizer, as we did, and then get some of that great veal parmesan, chicken parm. Ossobuco is like, falls off the bone. It's so good. All the great stuff that they have got. It's really the best calamari I've ever had is at Cafe Paradiso. So go have some great traditional Italian food at Cafe Paradiso on South McDill. Go to Open Table and get your reservation right now and tell them JP sent you. Back in 3. I'm here for Riveters, the official sports bar and grill of the JP Peterson Show. We're located just south of Ray J and Steinbrenner Field, so it's a great pre- and post-game spot, and the happy hour is amazing. Monday through Friday, 3 to 7. Check out these specials. $3 Bud Light drafts, $4 domestic bottles, $5 wells, $6 premium wells, $6 cocktails like margaritas. That's unheard of. And the Riveters food is freshly made daily. No freezers. Happy hour food specials include $3.50 tacos and barbecue sliders. $6 you get edamame or chips with the beer cheese, which is amazing. $8 buffalo chicken dip, my favorite. The truffle fries, chili cheese fries, also $8 at happy hour. As well as other specials throughout the week, including Taco Tuesdays, you get $3 tacos, and Wing Wednesdays, 7 o'clock to 1 a.m. in the morning, you get our amazing wings, 5 for $5 and $5 wells and wines. That's a good Wednesday night. So if you're tired of the preppy, overpriced generic sports bars, come see the amazing, friendly bartenders and staff at Riveters, where customer service really matters. Riveters, just south of where the Rays and Bucs play. We'll see you there. Going through a medical emergency without healthcare insurance can cause you to go into crippling debt. In most scenarios, people are forced to either break into their retirement funds or worse, they're forced to file for bankruptcy. The sad truth is that healthcare insurance is crucial in today's day and age. Look, I get it. Many of you think you're never going to get sick and health insurance is really expensive. Well, we can help you out with that. Depending on your income, we can find great plans and huge discounts. God forbid you get cancer, a car accident. It could literally ruin you financially for life. So make the call and find out. Even though the open enrollment period is over, you may have some qualifying life events that can help you get covered right away. It can be very complicated, a very intimidating process, but we can help. Go to our website and check out all the 5-star reviews about our helpful agents. Go to don'tgouncovered.com or call 800-669-1505. That's 800-669-1505. Spring means a time of renewal and Rays baseball, and the folks at Italiano Insurance want to welcome the Rays to Tampa and remind you it's time to renew those insurance policies with the now famous Italiano Insurance Checkup. Let the experienced and friendly agents shop your policy for the best price and coverage. Famous for saving me over $1,000 on our auto insurance last year and over $500 on our homeowners. Now that's a grand slam. Might as well get a double play by adding flood insurance and business insurance to your portfolio. Costs less than you think, and trust me, you do not want to risk your home or personal wealth. That's a big whiff. So step up to the plate and call 813-877-7799 and chat with the all-star agents at Italiano Insurance. 813-877-7799 or go to ItalianoInsurance.com. Go Rays! JP here for my friend Jason Fawcett, owner of On-Site Construction. They do residential and commercial renovations and new construction. As a leading home builder and general contractor, On-Site Construction prides itself on transforming homes through superior craftsmanship, dedication to client vision, and an unmatched commitment to quality and service. It's about building relationships. We take the time to understand our clients' needs, preferences, and budgets so that we can deliver a personalized experience tailored to their unique vision. From the initial designs to the final touches, we're there every step of the way, ensuring that the end result mirrors your vision. Here are some testimonials from happy customers. G. Gibson says, no hidden costs, very honest, reliable, creative, and communicates well. Reasonable and fair with their pricing, no hidden costs. C. Smith said, did not disappoint. I'm very happy with the work. This company really cares and will take care of it. So if you're just thinking about building or renovating, give us a call and let's see what's possible. 813-579-5789 or check out our website at onsiteconstructionfl.com. Are you having legal issues with a business partner or other legal business issues? The attorneys at Walters, Levine, and DeGrave can help. Call 800-616-0384 for a free consultation. At Walters, Levine, and DeGrave, we've redefined what a law firm can be with top-tier attorneys, personal service, and 26 years of success. From business law to civil litigation, we deliver smart, client-focused solutions. Walters, Levine, and DeGrave recently won a $6.4 million jury verdict from a large real estate developer, and they can win for you too. Walters, Levine, and DeGrave. Let's solve it together. Not attorney spokesman. For a free consultation, call 800-616-0384 or go to walterslevine.com. Offices Tampa, Sarasota.
Let's go! Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
All right, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show. Thank you guys for joining us. Jason Fawcett from On-Site Construction will join us in a little bit. If you're thinking about building a home, or doing any restorations, we got some really interesting information for you in terms of financing it. And there's a deadline coming up on how to get things done. So we'll play that for you after we get through some of this other business. So we appreciate him jumping in, one of our great sponsors. Also, do not go uncovered.com, a great website, by the way, that if you have your health insurance is costing you too much money, they can price it out for you, find a better health insurance company, find you a better deal, maybe even find you a subsidy that will help pay for your health insurance, depending on how much money you make, what your situation is. They'll do all that work, figure it out for you. You'll just sit back and save a ton of money. So if you think you're paying too much for your health insurance, you probably are. So go to don'tgouncovered.com, don'tgouncovered.com. Give them a call. And their great representatives will help you out and figure it out for you. I used it many, many years ago. I go back to them every year to see if they can find me something better. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. They say, stay with what you got if you like it. And it saves me a ton of money. So check that out. Don'tgouncovered.com. All right. Back to our great commenters. We love you guys. Abraham Vaticancherry, I just love saying that name. Said, Dion went to my high school in Fort Myers. He got the nickname playing basketball, dunking and scoring like Jordan. Yeah. He used the primetime moniker to market himself the senior year, be a number 5 pick. That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah. That was the same draft as Troy and Barry and Todd Marinovich.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually was in school for 2 years with Dion. And we played them in intramural basketball, the football players. We literally could not get the ball across half court. No matter what we did. Because, number one, there wasn't a student ref in the world that was going to call a foul on prime time or any of the football players. So they could literally rape us. And it was like, I don't see anything. And you had Jamie Dukes. You don't remember him. He used to play for the Falcons, longtime guard, great player. A longtime broadcaster. He was 6'1", about 305, could dunk. Jeez. The dude 6'1", 305, could dunk. Yeah, that was that. Yeah, I think we lost like 75-4. It was disgusting. Brandon Wheat said Rice with sour cream, cheese, and chili is a game changer. Rice as your base.
Rice?
Yeah, chili instead of chili over rice. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Oh,
I don't know if I've ever had it, but I do like my rice casserole. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I do too.
Mike H said, is Dion the last player to play NFL and MLB at the same time? And even played both sports in the same day. Yeah, because he was after Bo.
Yeah.
He came after Bo. So I think he was the last one to play at the same time. Yeah. He would take a helicopter from the football field over to, because he played for the Braves and the Falcons at the same time. And then he got traded to the Reds. So, yeah, he famously played in the NFL game and then took the helicopter across town and played in the
last player to accomplish that feat, JP.
Yes.
Dallas Cowboys and New York Yankees, Drew Henson.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I knew that Drew was a baseball player when he played for the Cowboys still, but I could not remember.
But not at the same time. Not at the same time. I think Dion's the only one to ever do it in a day. And Dion played in
day for sure. Yeah.
Did Dion play in the All-Star game? I think he did.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he played in the baseball All-Star game, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that one. Check that. Christopher Cole said, I believe the Cubs made a big mistake trading for Tucker because Cam Smith is a stud. But Kyle Tucker's having a hell of a year. This just in. And you're, in front of the program. So I don't, the Cam Smith's pretty damn good too. FSU, front of the program. So I don't know. I think, that's a trade that was good for both teams. Now we'll see if the Cubs sign Tucker long term. That's going to be the deal.
Only 7 athletes have played in both the NFL Pro Bowl and MLB All-Star game. The last 2 were Bo Jackson and Dion Sanders.
Okay, yeah, he did. Yeah, that's what I thought. My brain did not let me down that time.
No, I did not.
Should stop wasting draft picks on kickers and punters. They're a dime a dozen. Brent Bowden, Jake Roberto Aguayo, and Matt Gay didn't work out. You ain't wrong.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all.
You ain't wrong. And it seems like young kickers and punters, it takes a while. It just takes a while. It's better to go get one that you've seen done it. You've seen a guy they're always available and they're not that expensive. I mean, I guess you drafted Janikowski in the first round. It works out.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's probably the last time that worked out really well with Sebastian Janikowski, right?
That was it, yeah.
The Raiders.
But they don't come along. Well, Aguayo was statistically the best kicker in the history of college football.
And how'd that work out?
Not so good.
Not so well.
Not so good. Just a mental, nice guy, super nice guy. He just mentally couldn't handle it. Jimmy J. Voyager, who was our first super chat guy ever. Thank you, Jimmy. Yeah. We'll always remember you for that. I think the new ownership gets here, keeps the name, Tampa Bay Rays, keeps the current colors, dark blue, light blue, and yellow. Maybe add some black and then go back to the Stingray logo. All that, Jimmy J. All that. And build a stadium in Tampa on the waterfront. Iconic.
How about with a Stingray tank in the outfield again? Without a net
over
it.
We need a tank. We got a harbor.
That's not in the stadium, though.
Yeah, we could have a little area where we keep them in the harbor. They could check in and
put
check
a net
out.
over them.
Stupidest thing ever. I once had a representative of PETA come on my program, and because they wrote a letter to the Rays that it was inhumane to have a Rays tank there, and I literally how do you know? Have you ever talked to a Ray? Maybe he likes it in there where he gets fed and petted instead of being chased by sharks. How do you know? And he's just laughing. Well, we don't know, but I'm like, well,
exactly. You don't.
What the hell are you talking about? If I was a Stingray, I'd be like, put me in a tank. I get fondled all day long by these wonderful fans that come in. They feed me.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with my boys, and every once in a while, somebody hits a white ball in here. We get to play with it. Like what better life could you have if you're a Stingray?
Stingray heaven,
right? Nobody's stepping on me. Yeah, come on. I don't have to kill any Australian guys with my tail. None of that going
Good day, mate.
Tim Waterspoon said, I never got into cocaine. I just like the way it smells. Thank you.
Right there with you, Tim.
Mike H says, speaking of fantasy, could you set up a league for the Petermans? Hey, now, Mike H. You know, we did that back in the day, and we had a big party at Water. Yeah, we did that. That was cool. Water is like one of these poolside bars we have here. It's really cool. They gave us one of those cabanas.
Right.
They were one of our sponsors. So we had a big day. It was fun. We could do that. We could do that right here at Kingmakers. Do the draft. Who's in? Tim, you be the commissioner?
I'm out. No, I'm done. I'm retired from fantasy football, sir.
Mike H., you want to be the commissioner? You run this thing. I ain't running it. But if you want to run it, we'll do it. I'll play. How many Petermans? Give me the first 12 Petermans that want to be in our fantasy football league. Yeah, 12, right? Is that what?
It'll be 11 if you're playing. You can only get 11.
Yeah, I'm playing. Yeah. So first 11, if Mike H. wants to put it together.
The next 11 super chats get in the league.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. You got to pay to get in, bitches. Let's go.
I didn't say how much you had to super chat. I just said it had to be a super chat.
Oh, all right. I'm down with all that. Let's go. Mike H., you're in because you're doing all the work. You don't have to pay.
Yeah.
Yeezy, I'd like to thank the Rays for getting us the football season. Job well done. It was fun while it lasted. Kind of feels like that, doesn't it? It's like, okay, are we done now? It's not even regular season yet. We're just like, okay, do we still have to watch the games at night?
Kind of a letdown.
I'm just gonna be editing football highlights from practice instead of watching the Rays. Rays will be on in the background. Sorry. Hey, I want to get to this story here. Donald Trump today signed an executive order. This is from NIL Daily. President Donald Trump's executive order will benefit college athletes in the name, image, and likeness space, according to former Alabama head coach Nick Saban. Saban, who was mentioned by Trump as a potential leader for College Sports Commission back in May, addressed the newly signed executive order that seeks balanced use of resources across college athletic programs that preserves their educational and developmental benefits. Here's the quote from Saban. The executive order provides a huge step in providing the educational model that has always been what we've sort of tried to promote to create opportunities for players, male and female alike, revenue and non-revenue, so they can have development as people, students, and develop careers and develop professionally if that's what they choose to do. Saban told Fox and Friends. The order, titled Saving College Sports, is a significant step in keeping student athletes from being considered as employees of their schools. So the National Labor Relations Board has basically deemed that these players are employees because of the way they're treated, how much time they have to spend, all that stuff, the way they're controlled. So this is a departure from what government has said before.
Right.
Now, I don't know if this is, basically it's for the NIL implications, it's the same as what the House settlement is. We told you this a couple of months ago when we met with FSU athletic director Michael Alford, and he told us, what's coming. And he said the NIL deals is the biggest change. Instead of just paying for play now, where a booster can say, I want to buy that guy. You got to go through a accounting system now. Right. That basically looks at what the player is doing. Is it commensurate to the money that he's getting? So he has to do something for it. So it's much different than just being able to write a check for a quarterback, like happened with the Michigan kid. So, which I think is good. I think it's good. The kids should make money, absolutely, but just the pay for play model just doesn't work. I'm not a huge fan of that.
No, and this just seems like the first step, right? And maybe a chain of things to reform this just a little bit.
Right. Okay, a couple more. John Hill, haven't seen you this morning. Punt, pass, and kick, branded barefoot kicking in the late 60s. It won't punt, pass, and kick. Did JP or Tim ever win punt, pass, and kick? Yes, I did. I won a local competition. And I was one good punt away from going to the Orange Bowl.
Oh, wow.
And getting to dress up in the uniform and then kicking at halftime.
You and Andy Reid, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of the greatest clips of all time. And I might have looked like Andy Reid back then, but I completely shanked my punt and finished second to one of my best friends, and I had this silver trophy on my desk forever. And it was just like, God damn it, one shank punt. It's one of my worst moments ever in my incredible athletic history. Never lived that down. I was an all-pro at every sport in elementary school. Crushing defeat. All right, quick break. When we come back, Jason Fawcett's going to join us and update us with what's going on in these construction business. Very important. If you're looking to buy a home now, it's not just building, but restoring. We'll talk about all that stuff. But you're looking to buy a home now, especially in the Tampa Bay area. There's a deadline that's coming up. He'll explain it all when we come back. Stay with us. JP here for Riveters, our new official sports bar and grill of the JP Peterson Show. And just like our show, no BS, no corporate chain feel, just amazing, authentic folks serving great comfort food in a casual atmosphere at unheard of prices. Riveters is located just south of Raymond James and Steinbrenner Field on Dale Mabry, walking distance to the park. So free parking, great place for pregame and postgame. Let's talk about fresh food. Nothing is frozen. Burgers, wings, prime rib, roasted fresh daily, never frozen. That makes a huge difference. The mahi, the salmon, also super fresh. All our sauces are original recipes made in-house. Our Warhawk chili and fully loaded potato soup is made fresh in-house. It's the best food anywhere, served by people who actually care. Riveters on Dale Mabry, just north of 275, just south of where the Bucs and Rays play. We'll see you there. Hey, JP here for the Gold and Diamond Source. And you know I'm always trying to find ways to save you money or make you money. Well, here's a great idea from Julie and Steve Weintraub at the Gold and Diamond Source. Gold is at an all-time high, so if you bring in your old jewelry, Steve and Julie will buy it off you and offer you the highest trade-in values of the year. It's the perfect time to upgrade what you're not wearing into something you'll never want to take off. So take advantage of that right now. The custom engagement rings to birthstones, tennis bracelets, diamond studs, whatever's on your wish list, the Gold and Diamond Source can make it happen. And did you know they also have the largest selection of any men's jewelry in the area? A great new section there. Check that out. They have free services like free settings, free cleanings, free appraisals, all that stuff right there at the Gold and Diamond Source. Family owned and trusted for over 40 years. Great folks over there. We love promoting these great local companies. None better than the Gold and Diamond Source. 3800 Ulmerton Road, always online at thegoldendiamondsource.com. Although it may seem tempting to go without health care insurance, the financial risk far outweighs the gain you may experience. For example, did you know if you simply broke your leg, it could cost you nearly $7,500? Put on top of that a hospital stay, you could be looking at $10,000 to $15,000. Ensuring that you don't go uncovered is so important, as according to CNBC, high medical bills are the highest contributing factor to why Americans end up taking money out of their retirement savings, or worse, find themselves filing bankruptcy. So go to don'tgouncovered.com or call 800-669-1505. Now, depending on your income, you can get plans for zero premium. Our experts will guide you through the process effortlessly. They will shop many plans and find the one that's right for you. I called and I have full health coverage through Florida Blue for zero monthly premium. It's a free call. So why go uncovered? It's a huge risk. Go to don'tgouncovered.com or call 800-669-1505. That's 800-669-1505. JP here for the Jeeves Law Group and my man, Scott Jeeves. If you're going to hire an attorney, do you want some guy looking for a quick settlement and a quick buck, or do you want an attorney with some chops? Scott is a board-certified civil trial lawyer and a certified circuit court mediator. Been practicing in the Tampa Bay area for over 30 years. He is a peer-reviewed AV preeminent-rated civil trial lawyer. They just don't hand out those classifications. He's been the lead class action counsel on many complex consumer protection cases and has handled hundreds of serious personal injury cases. He's dedicated his career to protecting injured victims and is committed to vigorously representing you. We're local, we're trusted, and we get results. Personal injury and personal attention. Call for a free case evaluation. That's 888-9-JEEVES. That's 888-9-JEEVES. The Jeeves Law Group. Are you looking for an honest AC and plumbing company? I mean, that's like trying to find a humble Saints fan, right? Well, try my friends at Third Generation AC and Plumbing Services. Been in business since 1995 here locally, And listen to what one of their customers said. Quote, the gentleman providing the service was exceptional, on time, knowledgeable, professional, and experienced. He was efficient, cleaned up behind himself, and did the work expeditiously. He not only repaired a sink, he repaired our toilet that was constantly running. We have used this company several times. They are awesome. Says it all, folks. Testimonials really say it all. Call 813-961-8024 for honest, fast service. 813-961-8024 or thirdgenerationplumbing.com. We also do AC.
Let's go. Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
All right, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show as we close things up here. Thanks for all the comments. Robert Brooks says, I remember playing those guys, the FSU football team. Back in the day, I can completely confirm that Dukes could dunk with ease. No one had any chance of getting anywhere close to beating those guys. Can't remember the team name. Yeah, Robert, they had a name. God, if anybody remembers back in the day, they had a name. The football team had a name on their Emerald basketball team, but damn if I can't remember it. All right. Our good friend Jason Fawcett from On-Site Construction stopped by the studio yesterday. I'm looking forward to him building my house someday. We might just get that deal done. But there's a lot of things going on in the construction industry right now, also in the insurance industry. He explains it all here in this wonderful segment. So check it out if you're in the market. All right, welcome in. We're going to chat with our good friend Jason Fawcett from On-Site Construction. What's going on, Jason? How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I know you've had a busy summer. All right. I was unaware. We're back. Are we back? Are we back? I was unaware we had a huge echo in that. So we are going to remove that and play it for you at another time. Did not know that was there. All right, that'll do it for us today. Apologies to Jason for that, but we'll get that get it fixed. He builds houses a lot better than I produce segments, so just know that. On-Site Construction. All right, have a great weekend, everybody. We appreciate you guys jumping in. We've had huge numbers this week. We're going to keep doing it till camp is over, and then we'll decide where this time slot goes. So thanks for your input on that. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you Monday.